This video is brought to you by the Farmer Klein YouTube channel. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the Farming Simulator 22 Map First Impressions video. Today we're going to take a look at Rock Crawl. But before that, this video is brought to you by Mighty Mouse 05 and Andre Yokoma. Thank you for being farm barons. The Rock Crawl map can be found over at the farmingsimulator.com website or the in-game downloadable content menu, and as of the 1.0 release, this map is available for all platforms. Let's read a little bit of the description. Welcome to the Rock Crawl. This was originally intended for vehicle and equipment testing, but now with the addition of a rock crawling section, I have decided to release it based on feedback. It was designed for tractor use. It can get a bit tricky with smaller vehicles. I've included placeable rocks so you can build up any parts of the course that you are having trouble with. I've also added a placeable marker to give you the ability to indicate how far you have progressed on any one hill climb run. While it is not strictly a farming map, the map does have a few fields and sell points to allow you to build up your own farm if you should so wish. Let's go ahead and load on in. We are going to use the mods because, well, we are a stickler for formality that we typically use when we take a look at maps. It is additional field info, additional game settings, field lease, field calculator, and precision farming. If you do load this map up in farm manager mode or start from scratch, you will find it exactly how you see it here in new farmer mode, with the exception you do not own any land. Also, if you load this map up with precision farming, it is making use of the generic soil map that is a part of the precision farming mod. Let's go ahead and take a look at our PDA. We zoom on out, we have the map pretty much in three distinct sections. On the west, we have two hill climb courses. Then a little bit more toward the center, we have some kind of flat courses. One of them is set up with a plow texture, so you could kind of do some field work testing to see how well a given implement trails with a tractor of a specific horsepower and such. We have the entire center of the map here, which is our fun rock crawling area. And then on the east of the map, we have a section for grapes. We have a section for olives. Then we have three kind of square fields up here to the northeast. And then we've got a asphalt square here within a little bit of water, kind of a water trap in the middle. Taking a look at the lands area, we do own the entirety of the map in new farmer mode. It is going to cost you $400 to buy the entirety of the map if you start up in farm manager or start from scratch. This map does have the ability to plant all of the base game crop types available to us in Farm Sim 22. And if we go ahead and take a look at our farmland lease screen, you'll see that there's just one farmland. Again, it's going to cost you $400 to buy if you do not own it at the start. There are no predefined fields. And we are going to kind of skip over taking a look at the soil map just because there are no real predefined fields. But again, if you do go and create your fields, this map is using the generic soil map that is a part of the precision farming mod. Should you happen to want to use this map as a farming map, this does include the standard base game crop counter to us. And if we look at our prices screen, you will see that we do actually have the ability to sell all of the base game crops that we could grow in Farm Sim 22, as well as our eggs, wool, and milk. We also have sell points for silage, hay straw, grass, and wood chips. And then as we move down through our productions, we also have the ability to sell each and every production item that is available to us in the base game of Farm Sim 22. So even though that this map is really not intended as a contemporary farming map, we do have pretty much all of the base farming requirements for you to use this map in a more contemporary fashion. Take a look at our vehicle overview. We do own some machinery. It is all new. None of it is leased. We do not have any animals that start, although interesting enough, we do kind of have animals roaming around the map. We do not have any contracts because there are no AI-owned fields, and there are no production chains that we own at the start. And lastly, we do not have any collectibles on the map. Again, since we are a stickler for detail, let's go ahead and take a look at our starting fleet, we own the T7 275 HT, and this is actually staged up at the rock crawl start, and we're going to be using this tractor to try to get through the rock crawl. We also have the Case Magnum 400 power drive. We have 2 trucks, the MAN TGS 18500 4x4 and the Anthem 6x4. We have the Aperon 3401 trailer. We have a Timber Runner log trailer. And then we have a series of water tankers. And these are all set up with very specific amounts in them. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we're going to take a look at those here in a little bit. Take a look at our mods and DLCs page. You do see that we do have the rock crawl, and we do have the MKU 96 as an available mod. And this is set up to hold up to 96,000 liters worth of liquid. It is color selectable, just like that. Let's go ahead and take a look at build mode, because Alien Jim does mention he does include some placeables. Just scan through these already. Here we have the teleportation area, and let's go ahead and just plop one down here just for funsies. I'll show you what that does. Base game farmhouses, base game production. Here we have a placeable sawmill if we want to actually do some forestry on the map. All standard base game animal areas. We have a wooden bridge we can put down. We have a water plane. Various size water planes. We have a lookout tower. We have various rocks that we can place. We have a traffic drum that we can put down so we can make our own course changes. We have a marker that we can place, again, to signify how far we have made it on any one particular run as well. Let's go ahead and take a look at PDA. And remember, we put down our hotspot, our teleportation device. Go ahead and do that. You see what we do is we can just teleport to wherever we place one of those. And while the marker itself does not show up on the PDA, we can put one down. If we fail the run, we can plop it down, we can reset our tractor, and then kind of get started again from there. Let me jump back here to the start because there are a few things I want to take a look at. We do have a shop right here at the phone booth. So this is going to be our vehicle shop. Now you can see where new vehicles are going to spawn in at. Now, hold on. I got to take care of something. Just not safe. Okay. Now we've put that fire out. We have a maintenance trigger here. We do have a fuel depot as well. We also have a water trigger located right here. Here we have a universal buy and sell point. From here, we're going to be able to buy wheat, barley, oat, canola, sorghum, olives, sunflowers, soybeans, corn, potatoes, sugar beet cut, sugar cane, seed, total mixed rations, forage, chaff, wood chips, silage, grass, hay, straw, snow, road salt, lime, pig food, stones, mineral feed, manure, solid fertilizer, and back to wheat. We have a milk sell point. We have a wool and cotton sell point. We have a farmer's market sell point. We have a bale sell point located right there. We have a log sell point. We have the log sell trigger. We also have a wood chip. sell point. We have an animal dealer. Again, if we want to make some contemporary use of this map for farming, we have the ability to do all of those functions. And then we also have a biogas plant. We do have one production facility on the map. It is the biogas plant. So we have our fill point for digestate. We have our dump station for slurry and silage. And we also have our interactive trigger. And we do have a single silage bunker. So here we have a placeable testing area. And to that extent, with respect to our scoring metric, we are a stickler for procedure. We are going to give the map a full point with respect to having production built in or areas set aside for such because, well, we are driving through that area right this minute. So we have a very flat area that is set up with placement for placeable testing. Here we have kind of asphalt, we have grass areas, we have areas that are involved with water to basically see if it raises the land up and such. To the north, we have 3 large fields where you could do any sort of agricultural testing. We've got sugarcane, we have corn, and I believe we have wheat in the last one. With respect to including sell points for all of our base game crops, productions, and animal outputs, yes, we do indeed have that. So again, we're going to give the map a full point there as well. Here we have 2 large groves of grapes and olives if we want to do any grape and olive testing. Buildings where appropriate are indeed using the new texture technique because these are all Farm Sim 22 buildings. Farms can indeed be customized because there are no starting farm location. You have the entirety of the map to put down your own farm. Again, if you should so wish to do your own agriculture. And then take a look over here. We've got roaming cows, just wild roaming cows. These are not associated with any particular animal area. You're just kind of hanging out here, roaming around, doing their own thing. They are animated. They are not static in any way. Now, further down the road, we actually have 2 sets of pallets. This is the Noah Ark lineup of pallets. We have a pair of pallets for every production pallet placed here. These are legit pallets. We can move these around if we want. We can sell them if we want. We can use them for testing if we want. Here we have 4 bales of straw, grass, hay, silage. 4 round bales of straw, round bales of grass, round bales of hay, and silage. We have 2 round bales of cotton, and then we have a cotton module here. Also, those are legit. They are for testing purposes. Or really do whatever you want. Now on this side of the rock crawl, we have sheep just kind of hanging out. We have a circular test track. Maybe you want to test your vehicle, see how fast you can go in a circle before you kind of slide off. It's kind of a bit of maybe a grip test, handling test. Who knows what you might want to test? It's all available. Further down, we have smooth ground. In road, we have rough ground. You test your suspension. See how a vehicle handles rough terrain. We have plowed ground, so you can kind of do some testing on soil. Maybe you want to drop a cultivator down here and kind of see what happens. we have a bump course. And this bump course has got the bumps lined up. You can test your suspension, see how well your vehicle travels. And then this course, we have the bumps alternating. Again, you can test your vehicle's handling, test your suspension. Right. There you go. Then over here we have 2 hill climbs. We have hill climb number 1 and hill climb number 2. Both of them have smooth asphalt and ground dirt, right? Dirt texture. This is where we're going to find the 6 liquid tankers. 96,000 liters, 64,000 liters, and 32,000 liters respectively. We have another workshop trigger. We have another water trigger. And what we can do is we can use this to kind of test vehicle power, right? We're pulling known weights. You want to test a semi and see how well it pulls. It's listed as having a specific amount of horsepower, but you're really not sure if it does or not. As you see, this one has 32,000 liters worth of water, and we can just take it straight up the road here and see how well it does pulling this weight up the incline. And then while we are driving towards this incline, which is a pretty steady, progressive incline, you can see the hill incline over on the left. We have 2 significant hills and significant downs to those hills. Here we have a steady grade. We can test performance. We could do tire testing. We could do all types of testing with respect to how well does a vehicle perform up a known fixed grade. And then when we get to the top of the hill, we're going to have the same fixed downfall or decline. So here over here, you can see over there, we've got a very steep incline. We level out, and then we have a very significant decline. We have a near vertical incline. Then we have a fairly steady fall off past that. And then, as you can see, the next thing that we're going to tackle is the hill climb. I want to see how far can you get. I have yet to tackle the hill climb, so we'll see how things go. But there we go. We went up, and now we're going to go down, but like I said, it's a near vertical drop off on that hill climb, and then we have a near vertical, if not vertical, climb on the second hill here, and then a steady drop off. Right? Kind of crazy. All right, people, this is what we all came for. Can you do better than me? I'm not saying I'm the best at this. In fact, this is my very first run recently, I will admit. Alien Jim did send me a copy of this map many, many months ago. Take a look at. In fact, at that point in time, only the first part of the hill climb was available. The second part of the hill climb I have never seen and never done. I have done the first part of the hill climb. The goal is to, can you do the hill climb with this exact tractor, not using any cheats, right? You have to go through the barrels to get to the next portion of the hill climb. Remember, we have placeable barrels so we can kind of create our own hill climb. Oh, we can't. We can't have failed already. It can't have failed already. There we go. Now, this would be some pretty great fun on multiplayer. Right? Everybody takes their turn on the hill climb. We put markers down to figure out who got to go the furthest. There we go. There we go, there we go, there we go. Come over some logs. Down some logs. Now we get a little bit of a canyon run. Oh no, we can't fail already. Oh no, we've already failed. Well, I think that's where we're going to have to call it. We did not make it that far, did we? Oh well. But we can go to your decoration. Others. We put down our marker. We made it. We made it basically to that point. Boom. There we go. Let's jump back here to a rock crawling stage 1 start. And let's do a little bit of a fly through of the rock climb area. We'll talk about our final scoring on the map and then basically wrap it up. So through the start, again, we're going to make our way around. Between the barrels is the planned course. Can't believe I didn't make it, but just that far. At any rate, the last thing we're going to talk about is player and interactive areas being clearly marked. I believe they are clearly marked. We can easily figure out what all of the sell points are for. Then overall, we've got hotspots on our rock crawling course as well. So as you've actually already seen on the thumbnail, we are giving this map a full 5 out of 5. Now, of course, this is not a contemporary farming map. This is not going to be for everyone. And for those that it's not for, I'm so sorry. But again, it's not going to be for everyone. But what this kind of a map does demonstrate is the flexibility in the Giants engine, in Giants editor, and ultimately in Farm Sim as being one of the kind of ultimate 3D sandboxes that you can have. Because here we are in Farm Sim, and we're doing rock crawling. And we can customize the rock crawling however you want. I mean, and this is one, of course, he's made it even more difficult since I had my initial look at this many months ago. And now we start our decline, going down to the stage 1 finish. And again, the stage 1 finish is where I had last seen it. A little bit of stump obstacles. Some rocks. And then you can even time your stage 1 and stage 2. You got a hot spot to go to stage 2. And here we are starting at stage 2. The canyon run. Right here. Gonna go over some junked cars. Make our way up the canyon course here. Tippy-toe along the edge of the ledge. Under the down tree. Through here. And then down into the bowels. Through our barrels. Here we go. Figuring out how to get through here. Over and around these barrels. And you've almost made it out. Nope, we got another ledge crawl. Squeeze down through here. Over some logs, almost to the finish line. Over some tires. Tree stumps. Some more tires. And we have finally come to a finish. And just for fun, well, a couple of these cars I don't think fared so well. So guys, that is Rock Crawl, a very unique and ingenious map from our good friend of the channel, Alien Jim. Let me know what you all think of this map. Are you going to be giving it a try? See how well you can fare during the Rock Crawl course? And until next time, happy farming.